Hey Sagittarius, guess what? This one is for you. Look, that's you, Sagittarius. This is Terra Lumination with your new singles mini love and relationship report for like middle of September 2017. So I spelled it all out here to make it much easier for you guys. Hope this helps a lot. It's going to save you all a lot of time. And then you can reinterpret however you want afterwards, okay? So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. No jumpers, no flyers, no reversals. I got no oracles, okay? And you can reinterpret however you want afterwards, okay? I'm just giving you the Terra Illumination spin. And of course, you know, do the routine, watch for your sun, moon, and rising, okay? Cards were already pre-shuffled well in advance, well shuffled in advance. I'm just going to the last second so that you are a witness. Now we're going to cut, okay? An extreme cut. Now we're going to pull the cards for you. Let's have a look. This would be you and your energy. This would be the other potential, whoever they may be. And this would be the relationship. It's all coulda, woulda type of what if type energy, you know. And this would be the prospect, you know. It's all up in the air because this is for you singles, okay? Now we're not fortune tellers here. We're just doing an energy reading. Okay, trying to keep it as loose and wide and open as possible in the context of love and relationship. We're going to look at the bottom card here. I feel it's like the weather, it's prevailing everything, and hopefully you're going to make the best of it. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles here. To me, this would indicate that for you, Sagittarius, right now, you're doing the best you can, making the best of the situation, your circumstances, your environment, and, you know, taking a responsible approach, an ambitious approach, looking at things in such a way that you realize that life is what you make of it, seeds that you have planted that eventually come into fruition later on. So you could be looking back at a long legacy of life that is coming to you now, where you're starting to see the seeds that you planted maybe years ago are starting to manifest now, and that's affecting you in your current situation right now. In other words, maybe there's a lot of weeds that have grown up into and around your life that are obscuring and obstructing and blocking progress in the let's say capitalization of your situation. Obviously, you don't want to rush in there and just slash and burn everything. It means taking this opportunity here now, September and into October, to clearly evaluate your situation, make the best of the weather and the circumstances, and figure out what to do and how to do this so that this singles situation might turn into something fruitful for you, okay, and actually bear fruit. Let's have a look. Okay, so what are you reading right now? Okay, so you're up to your neck in it. It's almost like, you know, it's a card of, I don't know if I can take it anymore kind of energy, but with the Nine of Wands here, you can, okay? There's no question yet you will prevail. It's just that you might be feeling right now as though you're being tested and pushed up to the limits of your abilities, and like, in other words, gosh, I wish somebody had told me earlier how challenging and difficult relationships could be. Because Sagittarius, you like to be happy. You like to be out there having fun, living life, being on the front edge, cutting out and moving ahead and being on the frontiers. Uh, a lot of times where other people don't want to go. They might want to, but they'd rather sit in the sidelines and observe you as you go on these courageous, epic journeys in life. And then you can come back and report to the rest of us about what to do and how to do it and how amazing it all is. But you might be at a point where, like, you might have pushed yourself too far and you're realizing it and you're kind of wiped out and exhausted, wondering how much further do I have to go? How much more pain and suffering am I going to have to handle? But it's okay. Okay, Sagittarius, you're really, really strong. This is who you are. This is what you're radiating. This is your love energy. It's very passionate. It's very strong. It's very enduring. And you're very capable. Okay, it's just that you might be really tapped out right now. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's have a look at the other. Who would they be? What would they be radiating? What if? You know, what if? That's what we're talking about here. Okay, so in terms of reflection, when we allow for the laws of attraction, it might be that if, let's say, what if you did attract this person, or that the decisions that you're making now in life start to attract this kind of energy to you, this is the energy that you would be attracting, okay? And so you might feel this in terms of reflection, like if there's somebody around you right now that you're not seeing as a mate, but who is actually a potential mate, they might have the profile of somebody who's really struggling to try to keep their own act together, trying to balance out things in their own life that are very, very wobbly, and they're not quite sure what to do or how to do it, and they might be dealing with a lot of their own emotional turbulence in their own way. Now, that doesn't mean that's actually happening right now, but this is potentially what could or would happen if things were crystallized right now here in the moment. So if you want to see this as a forecast, you're welcome. I don't want to call it out for you guys, Sagittarius, as a forecast, but this is kind of what you would be attracting, all right? And that energy might not be very appealing to you, because you might want someone who is all buoyant and happy and makes your burden seem lighter. But instead, you'd be attracting someone who's struggling with their own issues too. So where does that lead us in terms of the relationship itself? What would be the nature of this relationship if? What if? Okay? Because we're always living in the now, okay? With the singles, we're looking forward into the future, pondering your present energy now in regards to what's potentially coming. But for this reading, we're in the present, okay? So what we're dealing with here is, let's call it, with the Three of Pentacles here, the relationship is, let's say it's a work in progress, where, let's say this kind of thing manifested and you could actually attract someone that's really good for you right now, and that you would be good for them. The relationship itself would have the context of two people who are aware that they both need to work on themselves, and kind of turn it into a project where they can provide like comfort and assurance for each other that, you know what, I'm struggling here. I got my own stuff to deal with here. And yeah, well, I got mine too. So let's help each other out, okay? I'll do whatever I can to support you, even though I'm up to my neck in my own business, trying to get by. Okay, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. In that case, I'll do whatever I can to be there for you as I'm struggling to figure out my own stuff. Deal? Deal? Yeah, okay. That's a deal. I appreciate you. You appreciate me. If I'm slipping up anywhere, let me know. If I'm slipping up anywhere, let me know. It would have that kind of dynamic. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope that makes sense. So in that case, what would be the prospects? What if? Okay, so this could be very liberating for both of you if you allow this to happen. If this is actually coming at you, Sagittarius, and you can actually feel it, I would suggest that, and I'm not telling you what to do, how to make your decisions. This is only a projection. This is only a big what if, because this is a singles reading. But in this situation, if something like this does manifest for you, Sagittarius, it could be a really good opportunity for you to have, for both parties, to have a chance to really like recalibrate themselves, call out the truth on themselves and each other. In other words, it could be fun and exciting, like as you go through your own evolutionary steps together, like, you know what, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. If we turn it into a project and we really focus on what needs to be done, I can help and guide you. I, Sagittarius, can help and guide you through all your cleanup campaign that you're having to do in juggling your life and reformatting. And you, dear other person, if you show up in my life like this and we end up in a relationship, I'm going to appreciate you as someone who's going to help me and spot me and give me tips about where I need to clean up my act, so that we can really like come forward into ourselves and like congratulate ourselves on coming into our new higher levels of truth and understanding that we would never have had a chance to do outside of the context of this relationship. So that's actually pretty cool, Sagittarius. I know it sounds like a lot of work, But sometimes relationships do involve a lot of work and commitment and responsibility to get on with it, to make the best of it and extract the value. So if something like this does show up for you, Sagittarius, please see it as an opportunity, okay? All right, I'm going to stop talking now. I've said enough. Please reinterpret however you want. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. And thank you so much for visiting Tarot Lumination. We do what we can, all right? Bye-bye.